our team, our community. This is CondorsTown, and this is another Energy Condors connection. Now, here's Erik Fox and Ryan Holt.
Oh, good. Finally, Friday. What's going on? It's Erik Fox from Energy 95.3. Put that there so my head's not trying to escape the top of the screen. Joined on the other side by the man who does know how to frame his shot, Ryan Holt from the Big Slick Condors. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good. What's happening?
It's nice seeing the orange and blue behind you instead of that. We're still trying to figure out what kind of color that was at that Stockton hotel you were at.
Yeah, it is good to be back here in CondorsTown for the weekend, and looking forward to tonight's game, and then hopefully a game on Sunday, and then hopefully back to Stockton. But first things first, get things done tonight.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, your mom did ask, did you make your bed this morning?
I haven't made my bed in quite some time.
Let's jump into it. Of course, let's talk about Edmonton. It's a series in which we kind of did not expect it to be this close or this kind of a nail biter, but it definitely has been. The Oilers locking things up into a tie last night, forcing a game number 7. What were you seeing last night?
Yeah, it's the best words in all of sports, right? Game 7. You don't get to play in them often, so it's special to be a part of, and it's credit to the Oilers last night. Went into a hostile environment, got up 2-0, and LA ended up coming back, tying it at 2 early in the third, and that's when I think the veteran leadership kind of took over for the Oilers. You saw guys like McDavid, and I mean, he was unstoppable last night. Regardless of what the stat sheet says or the underlying numbers, just watch the game and watch how good he was last night. It was pretty incredible to watch. Tyson Barrie scores a big goal late to put the Oilers ahead. With his first of the playoffs, and Evander Kane gets an empty netter, but he's got 7 goals in 6 games here. That's pretty crazy. So do or die, Game 7 Saturday night up in oil country. I think that place is going to be pretty rocking. So pretty cool to see.
Definitely, it's going to be fun to watch. And unless your name is Toronto, Game 7's not as scary for most people. So it's going to be a heck of a series to watch for sure.
There's a lot of pressure on the Leafs on Saturday night.
Let's jump to the local stuff. Tonight, Condors are back in town. As you can tell behind Ryan, the orange and blue is behind him. And that's of course means he is at the Mechanics Bank Arena right now, getting ready for a must-win game going on tonight, right?
Yeah, must-win Game 3. But I've said it before. The series doesn't start, or at least the series doesn't begin, in my estimation, until the home team loses. The home team held serve, the first 2 games of the series, and now the Condors have to hold serve and then force it to a Game 5 where anything can happen. So, first things first. Win tonight. Should be a great crowd. Going to be a great environment. Going to be a fun atmosphere. We've got $5 margaritas. We've got playoff towels. We've got playoff shirts. It's going to be a fun atmosphere. So, these guys have been good on home ice all year long. Would expect nothing different tonight. It's a great opposition in Stockton. It's a great test, and we'll see what happens tonight.
Well, let's talk about the momentum, because we've used that M word so many times. What do the Baco Birds need to do to change that momentum from this series?
Yeah, and I don't like to, zero in on too many things, but, the team hasn't scored a goal in the first period in any of the 4 games. And the team's won a playoff round and has only led for 9 minutes total in 4 games. But everything's been tight. It's been within a goal pretty much the entirety of the postseason. So they've been in every hockey game. Nothing's gotten away from them. It's just a matter of, maybe let's grab a lead tonight and see what we can do with a lead, because we've only had one throughout the course of the 4 games. We won Game 1 last round in overtime, so we didn't have a lead until we, hit the final horn, and then didn't lead until, basically the final minute of Game 2 of the last round. So Stockton's a good team. They're very good when they have a lead, but the Condors have shown they've had the ability to come back against Stockton. They've tied up the game twice in the game on Wednesday, and a fortunate bounce for Stockton, and that's the breaks that you get. But I'm a big believer in, you have to earn your breaks, right? Outwork the opposition, provide that energy, and when you're doing the right things, that's when that puck luck kind of helps out. Sometimes you get the bounces, but sometimes you get the bounces because you earn the bounces, and I think Stockton earned them on Wednesday, and now it's on the Condors to put their backs against the wall and start fighting out of the corner.
You spend a lot of time with the coaching staff and also with the guys in the locker room. What are you hearing from them? What's the chatter going on behind the scenes?
Yeah, the confidence hasn't wavered. I think there's an air of maybe a little disappointment because, of the 6 goals that we've allowed, the team kind of feels like didn't give them 5 goals, but 5 were kind of a direct result of something the Condors did to, allow Stockton the opportunity to score. And those are breakdowns, those are turnovers, those are, just mental lapses that I think can be cleaned up. I think if you're, going into tonight's game going, man, Stockton outscored us 6-0, and, this really feels like it's insurmountable. You kind of had an air of dread around the team, but there's not that. There's an air of, hey, if we clean things up, we're right in this. This is a 1-goal series down the stretch. We know that, the final 3 games are probably going to be 1-goal games. So just go out and win a hockey game.
Of course, tonight, nothing better to kick off a weekend with playoff hockey. And, of course, we can fill our arena. So people want to come out and root the Baco Birds on. I love that term. So I'm going to call it that. If you want to root the Condors on tonight, what do they need to do, bud?
BakersfieldCondors.com. The box office opens at noon today. If you want to come on down, we got some great deals as well, too. We've got $5 margaritas. We've got, I mentioned the playoff towels, the playoff shirts. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. And, watch this team. They deserve it. They deserve the support because of, how hard they fought in the regular season. And, they're going up against, for my money, the top team in the league right now. And, to do that, you need your support behind you. And that's what the team has had here over the last, little while here. So looking forward to hopefully a big night and stretch it to a game 4 on Sunday. And anything can happen if we get back up to Stockton on Tuesday.
Well, we'll be talking early next week. Hopefully we'll be talking just wrapping up that series and winning it all. But we'll talk early next week with another Condors Connection. Once again, Friday night playoff hockey in B-Town. Be out there. And, of course, Sunday as we tie that series up, because that's what's going to happen.
That's what we're looking for.
Let's just say, boof, it's done. Ryan Holt from the Bakersfield Condors. My name is Erik Fox from Energy 95.3, and we will see you once again early next week right here with another edition of your Energy Condors Connection.